everyone, and welcome back. We are going to now be focusing on our life skills activity, which goes along with our chapter 1 reading that we just finished reading, Planning for the Future. Today for life skills, we're going to focus specifically on goals. That's what we just read about. And I'm going to recap what a goal is. So a goal is something you are trying to reach, and you are trying to accomplish this goal that you set for yourself. Okay? So for example, a goal that I had today was I wanted to go for a walk, but unfortunately I did not accomplish that because it was raining out. So we're going to be talking about 3 different goals that you are going to have for yourself in 3 different areas. You're going to find a goal for a job. We're going to talk about a goal for your personal life, and we're going to talk about a goal for where you would like to live in the future. So you're going to need the materials that you're going to need to complete this activity is you're going to need a pencil, you're going to need scissors, you're going to need glue or tape, and you're also going to need crayons or colored pencils or markers if you'd like to color it in, but that is your personal choice. And the worksheets that you are going to need is you're going to need 3 of them. The first one is going to be titled My Goals, and it's going to have 3 different circles. A circle that has the word job in it, just like I have here. A circle that says personal life, and then a circle that says where to live. That's your first paper. Your second paper is you're going to have a paper filled with pictures, picture cards. For your job, for your personal life, and then your last paper is your picture card for where to live. I'm going to explain this activity so then you can go and fill this in on your own, and then we're going to share out. So, the first thing you're going to do is, like I said, we're focusing on a goal, which is something you are trying to reach or accomplish. We're going to start with our first area for a job. What's a goal that you have for a job? So what I want you to do is, if you do not have these 3 pieces of paper in front of you, I'd like you to pause the video, find the 3 pieces of paper in your packet, along with making sure that you have a pencil, scissors, a glue stick, or tape, and then crayons, markers, or colored pencils if you'd like to color the rest in. So in front of you, I would like you to have your circles in one pile, if you can see how I have it here. And then in your other pile, your 2 worksheets that have the pictures on it. So we're going to talk about, if we look at the worksheet that is titled Job Fill-in Pictured Word Cards, okay? This is going to be, one of these pictures is going to go in your job circle here. So we're going to go over that. So I'm going to read you the choices that you have for a job that you might be interested in. The first one is work with animals, work with cars, work at a store, work with people, work with kids, or make things, okay? I want you to take your pencil and I want you to put a dot on the picture that represents an interest that you have for a job. So for example, the dot that I'm going to put for the picture is I'm going to put work with kids. That is a goal that I have, is I want to work with kids. I want to work for kids for my job. So I just want you to put a dot at the top of the picture, okay? When you're done with that, and you might have 2 interests, and that's perfect. If you have more than 1 interest, I want you to put a dot on that picture. So maybe some of you, for example, I know that Francesca, I know that you have expressed interest with working with animals and being a veterinarian, but you also, I know that you enjoy working with kids because on your job site you go to the daycare. So maybe you're putting a dot on work with animals, or maybe you're putting a dot with work with kids. Another example would be Nyanelli. I know that you have expressed interest in retail and working at JCPenney, so maybe your dot would be you'd work at a store. And then one last example is I know that Colin has expressed interest in building things, so maybe, Colin, you might put a dot on make things, okay? Then once you're done with this part, we're going to move on to personal life, okay? And I'm going to read the choices here. So in your personal life, something that, would you like to make new friends? Would you like to learn a new skill? Would you like to maybe beat a video game? Would you like to finish reading a book or save money to buy something? You're going to put a dot on one of the pictures that you have an interest in. So for example, I would put a dot on saving money to buy something. I want to save my money to go on vacation. Uriah, for example, maybe you might put a dot on to beat a video game. I know that you usually play video games, or you have time to play video games, so maybe you're on a level that you really, really want to beat. So making sure that you have a dot there. Then we're going to go to the back page, the last one, where to live, okay? And your choices are, do you want to live with family, continue to live with your family, in a house, in an apartment, in a townhome, condo, or on a farm? I'm interested in I like living in a house, so I would put a dot over here, okay? So you're going to put a dot on something that you're interested in, on where you would like to live. So each of these sections should have a dot or more than one dot. So for the job, for your personal life, and for where to live. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut out with your scissors the picture that has a dot. So I would cut out work with kids, and I would paste it under my job title. Then for my personal life, I said save money to buy something, so I would cut out save money to buy something, and I would glue it in my personal life circle. And then for my third one, where to live, I put a dot on house, so I would cut out house, and I would put it on my where to live circle. And then maybe I would color in my circle, making sure that I have my first and last name at the top of my paper. And then what we're going to do is, I would like you to keep this paper, because on Thursday, we are going to have a class Zoom meeting, and I would like you to share out your answers about your goals that you have. Your goal for your job, your goal for your personal life, and your goal for where to live. Remember, a goal is something you are trying to reach or accomplish, okay? So once you're done watching this video, when I send you off to do it on your own, you're going to cut out the picture or pictures that you have a dot and put it in the circle that represents that, okay? And then making sure that your first and last name is at the top. So on Thursday, if you are able to join our Zoom, our class Zoom meeting, I'd like you to share this out with me and all of your classmates. And I cannot wait to see what your goals are. And I will also, once I'm done with the video, I'm going to go back and complete mine so that I can share out my goals as well during our class Zoom meeting. So after you're done completing your life skills, it's going to take us to math. So I will see you all back in math.